Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Foolish Mortals. And in the last episode, guys, Murphy did a grand tour of Devil's Rock and gathered all the items needed to fill the gris-gris. Now it's time for us to actually return back to the Spirit Queen and see if this ritual actually proves to, 1, work, and 2, work in our favor. That's probably the most important one. Oh, and she's back. She actually beat us to it. That's strange.
I thought I'd find you out here, McAllen.
Must have been a back way through the newspaper.
How did you get out here before me?
Never mind that. This will be the last time, McAllen. I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you, marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
My boss again?
Got it in one.
Fun.
McAllen, report back immediately. Received word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've cottoned onto your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When you get back here, sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. There was more to the Bellemore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work, and a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Stuff it.
Tell him I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and opened the first chapter in my own adventure. But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary, I wouldn't have a place to live. And it suddenly became more important than ever that I find that treasure. For me this time.
We got bills to pay.
Murphy, have you found all 7 ingredients?
I have.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
Looks like, where is he? Hello, Mr. Loa.
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
Hocus pocus.
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Bellemore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Bellemore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
Murphy, do you have an image of Bellemore Manor we can use?
Oh, yes we do actually. I wanted to show you the magazine anyway. Can we show that to the... Should we show it to the Loa or to the witch doctor first?
Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the gris-gris as the final ingredient.
Ooh.
Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the gris-gris as the final ingredient.
Yeah, he's going to say it one more time, but I just want to make sure.
Yes, Murphy.
Okay, thank you.
Place it inside the gris-gris
Guess the
as the
Loa
final
doesn't
ingredient.
talk unless he has something to say.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gris-gris.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the gris-gris, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the gris-gris from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
Yeah, we stuck a lot of things into that small pouch. It's going to be a pricey electric bill.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am am your master. You shall do my bidding, I command you.
Foolish mortal, you have served your purpose.
He said the thing.
No longer do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Whoa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
Oh, we're gonna see the true form? Oh. Oh, green balefire. That's not
I
cool.
wasn't sure what I just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast.
Yeah.
In the center of the room was a huge stone pool filled with swirling green water.
Oh, we do have a bottle of water. Nice. Well, hi. Not again. About to get... Oh, through the sea. Oh, that's... At least you didn't hear the sound of a toilet flush. Man, I thought we were fine. Part 2, the love antidote. I wonder how many parts there are. Maybe it's a trilogy. There's 3 parts. I always like when stories are in trilogy form.
As I opened my eyes, I realized I had no idea where I was. Hello? Hello? This wasn't good. I checked my hands and still seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
Ooh.
Welcome back to Bellemore Manor, Murphy McCallum. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallum, this one is for you. All right, all you Bellemore Manor ghosts and ghouls, let's take it to a place where voodoo rules.
Very grim fandango, and I like it. Oh, especially with that trumpet.
Foolish mortal, do you know what you've done? A house of spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions, and now no preventions to harm their evil scheme. You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun. Without your detection, we'll have no protection from the Machiavellian game. You set them loose, so you have to deduce who is ill and who is to blame. And self-detested, we'll ask you questions 3. Draw clues to solve the mystery. You'll offer the poor, the devil of God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer bride, the sailor or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? Broken hearts stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
Oh. The officer the bride, the sailor? Oh, so we have to choose. Well, I actually think the bride's probably the pawn. So I would go, she was going to marry the sailor, right? Before she switched over to the officer. So let's say the sailor's the lover? Maybe? Yeah, why not?
I think the sailor was the lover.
Someone in love and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? Sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the one.
I did not expect a musical number in this. Definitely the bride being the pawn, which would make the officer the devil. Because everyone was saying that she was behind it somehow, but you had so many people saying it, now I just don't believe it.
I think the bride was the pawn.
A bride in love, but in some evil curse, immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest, and her mind's not possessed of things that only get worse. Wicked spirits in evil rebel, tell us now who is the devil.
I think the officer was the devil.
It's probably who we were talking to, the Loa, I mean.
A phantom figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. But maybe a setback, but he's gonna get back, and we'll worry that goes down his goal.
Did we do it?
Maybe you listened and now you've done it. You took a gamble and you have won it.
Huzzah!
Riding a spell and a sailor's farewell. An officer pulling the strings. Our hostess built a voodoo. And yes, we know like you do. To fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we ask you question 3. You do the moves and solve the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded and doubt.
Lane base.
The pawn, the devil on one. Murphy, you figured it out. And guess you must, the foolish boss, find treasure tracks in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, 'cause there's a ghost to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You have to die
At least you won't worry or have to worry about finding a place to live. Silver linings.
have to die too.
Yay.
I was back in Bellemore Manor, and although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
I wonder if we can leave. Oh, wow, we got a scene. Hi.
Who wanders to this ghostly trick? The prey that prays it will be quick. Do not blame that final try, for once he's in, he's sure to die.
Another ghost? Oh, this can't be good.
Welcome back to Bellemore Manor, Mr. McCallan. My name is Cordelia Lockett. I do hope I haven't scared you.
To be honest, I've had my fill of ghosts for today. Perhaps I should be running along.
I'm afraid you'll need to come with me. There is someone you need to meet.
Who?
Miss Bellemore.
You know, I don't think that would be such a great idea. We met twice already this evening, and I don't think she's taken much of a liking to me. What with throwing me off a balcony and pulling me into a spirit pool. Attempt to kill me once? Shame on you. Attempt to kill me twice? Shame on me, you know? I'll
She
just
had-
go. It'll be like I was never here.
She has swept
It's
you off
too
your feet, though,
late for
twice.
that, Mr. McCallan. I really must insist.
What have I gotten myself into?
Miss Bellemore, Mr. McCallan is here to see you.
I don't see anyone.
To the window.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Bellemore. I wasn't trying to steal from you. I didn't know anybody was still here. And then I've gotten deeper into things than I expected, and Miss Bellemore? Why isn't she saying anything? Why is she crying?
This is all terribly exciting, isn't it? I'm afraid there's much more to this than you realize, Mr. McCallan.
Can she even hear me?
I don't think so, but keep trying to talk to her anyway.
What happened to her?
I can tell you all that I know, if you're brave enough to hear it.
I hope I am.
So much exposition here.
I was there on that night, all those years ago. And it wasn't Miss Bellemore who was to blame. The morning of the wedding, Mr. Rackham left a gift on Miss Bellemore's dresser. A small leather pouch with strange beads and strange markings. I shouldn't have been looking, but I saw her open it. It was black magic. Everyone had heard the rumors about Mr. Rackham, but I saw it with my own eyes. Miss Bellemore panicked. She threw the pouch into her music box, slammed down the lid to lock it, and threw the brooch into the fireplace.
Quick thinking.
But it was too late.
Even if it didn't work.
She was losing herself. I could see it in her eyes. Minutes later, she asked me to bring her fiancé to her room. It's bad luck to see the groom before the ceremony. She told him she didn't love him, but I don't think it was her speaking. He begged, he pleaded, his heart broke in two. He was devastated. I saw him head up the staircase to the balcony overlooking the garden. But oh dear, I didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah, it's like we've met already.
That evening, her wedding to that evil Mr. Rackham began, but it didn't go the way he had planned. Just before Miss Bellemore's lips formed the words, "I do," I could see the forces battling inside her. The real love within her resisting the forged compulsion of Mr. Rackham's curse, staring into eyes that were not those of her true love. And that battle of good and evil exploded. Just like that, everyone in the house was gone, trapping us as ghosts to remain here forever. For more than 30 years she's been like this, her mind trapped in an eternal battle between the true love in her heart and the evil magic trying to control her. More than 30 years of never-ending heartbreak. And while Miss Bellemore is trapped in torment, do you realize what you've done? You've summoned all the ghosts in the house, including Mr. Rackham, that manipulator, that occultist, that devil, the cause of Miss Bellemore's suffering. He's once again free to pursue his evil deeds, because you released him.
Whoops.
If Abigail is under a spell, how is she able to attempt to kill me twice?
Well, it's never happened before. Maybe she's losing the fight against Mr. Rackham's curse, and the evil inside her is growing more powerful. Oh dear, it's almost too terrible to think about, isn't it?
But also maybe she had an appropriate response to a burglar.
Why is Rackham doing all this? What does he want?
He's after the same thing you are, the Bellemore treasure. But he's willing to do a lot more to get it. and he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. I'd say he's a lot more committed than you are.
I have to do something. How can we stop him?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know, but Miss Bellemore might. She managed to break out of the spell once, just at the moment of the explosion when Mr. Rackham tried to carry out the wedding. Perhaps if you take her back to that moment, she might be able to break out of it again. To do that, you'll need to create a love antidote to Mr. Rackham's curse.
How can I create a love antidote?
For a
Look
ghost.
in the mirror. In this reflection, she's as happy as she was on the morning of her wedding. And look, there in front of her, 4 wedding mementos and the echoed music of the wedding march, each one a touchstone of that final happy time. If you could gather those 5 things, perhaps we might bring her back to the moment she escaped the spell, even if just for a moment. There's something else you should know. Mrs. Craddock, the housekeeper, has announced that all wedding preparations are to resume upon the orders of Mr. Rackham. He plans to repeat the wedding tonight. You don't have long.
But what if I break her out of the spell and she is evil now?
I think you'll just have to take that risk.
Maybe I should go. Try to find someone who knows more about this.
Oh, don't you know? You're just as trapped within this house as any of us ghosts. Try the windows, try the doors. We all have 1,000 times. But it's no use. If you want to escape, she's your only hope.
That can't be true. I haven't died. I can't be trapped here forever like you.
In moonlight's glow, a spectral cell, and whispers of an eerie spell. No one hears his silent shout, for once he's in, he can't get out.
No amount of force or technique or desperate longing would open the door. Cordelia was right. I was trapped.
Well,
And as I looked around at the house that held me, I felt both dead and alive at the same time. Both awake and in a dream, or a nightmare.
now what? Oh, are all the doors unlocking? Got different ghosts for each room?
The only way I could possibly free myself was to gather the 5 items to awaken the ghost bride, perhaps giving her a third and final opportunity to kill me.
Fingers crossed. When I saw the record player, I was just like, we probably should play some music or something to get her out of that funk, but man, 5 items. Well, let's head in here first.
Hold it right there. The dance is about to begin. I shall deal with you afterwards.
Oh, are we getting all Haunted Mansion here? Interesting.
The skill, the movement, the passion. It certainly gets the blood pumping. Now then, do you have an invitation?
An invitation?
To the waltz. This celebration is only for wedding guests. We have all manner of help running around the house who certainly aren't invited to the festivities. Imagine the smell. If you want to come in, you'll need to retrieve it. Rules are rules, and it's my job to enforce them. I am Mrs. Elaine Craddock, housekeeper of Bellemore Manor. Who are you, anyway?
Murphy McCallan. I'm just a visitor.
Evidently.
But I'm also much more fleshy than you.
The wedding guests had gathered around the dance floor waiting for the next waltz to start. They stood with that distinctly stiff restraint that seemed to afflict all the upper classes. 4 pairs of dancers had taken their places on the dance floor. The centerpiece of the dance floor was an elaborate wedding cake, sitting on a wheeled cart and towering over the dancers around it.
Hopefully it becomes alive and turns into a boss fight.
The wedding guests had gathered around the dance floor waiting for the next waltz to start. They stood with that distinctly... Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Oh, are you still here?
Indeed.
You need to stop the wedding.
I shall do no such thing. The preparations have begun on the order of Mr. Rackham himself, and I shall see to it personally that his wishes are carried out.
But he wasn't the original groom. He's an imposter.
Another word like that, and I shall have you escorted out of the house.
Good luck trying. I seem to be rather supernaturally stuck here.
Mr. Rackham is a fine man. Motivated, determined, ambitious, rich, and roguishly delectable. Precisely the type of person a well-to-do debutante like Miss Bellemore should be marrying.
Not if she doesn't love him.
Love is not important amongst families of blue blood. What matters is lineage, inheritance, and continuity. That last-minute change of heart she had last time was the best decision she ever made. She'll be far better off with Mr. Rackham than she would be with a... sailor.
That kind
She
of
sputtered the word with such disgust I half expected her to scrub herself clean afterwards.
I mean, really, what was he going to do for her? Fetch her a fish supper, clear the decks, and sing the sailor's hornpipe? Do you get a funny feeling when your wealth keeps on depleting you should never marry sailors when your funds run low?
could also swap the poop deck.
There are some who think Rackham has duplicitous intentions.
The green-eyed monster. Mr. Rackham is exactly what is needed to get this household back on the straight and narrow.
What do you mean?
I don't like to speak ill of the dead.
Especially now that you're one of them?
Indeed. But I'm afraid that the Bellemore brothers were becoming increasingly unusual before their disappearances. Their interests veered away from the economic and turned towards the esoteric. And now look where we are.
You think the Bellemore brothers caused you all to be trapped in the house?
Perhaps not directly, but their decisions certainly led to it. To find out the Bellemore brothers were inviting sinners into this house when I gave this household the best years of my life.
And the best years of your afterlife now.
I am a servant to serving, but even I have limits.
Yeah, I wonder what the benefits are.
Please, could you let me in to see the waltz?
Certainly not.
You know, you're the second person tonight that won't let me in somewhere. I'm beginning to take this personally.
The guests at this wedding are titans of industry and jewels of the aristocracy. Industrialists from Chicago, magnates from Philadelphia, dukes from England. And you are?
A now unemployed auditor from Yonkers.
Precisely.
How long have you worked at Bellemore Manor?
I've been here since the final finial finished off the cupola. Before even the Bellemores themselves moved in, I was getting this house ready for them. It is a position I was bred for. I may not have blue blood, but I should think it's at least a shade of plum. I spent 17 years at some of the most prestigious all-girls schools, you see, followed by training in Blenheim Palace for 3 years and subsequent coveted positions with some of the finest families in England.
Well, I'm glad you managed to escape all that and come here.
I can quote you Mrs. Beaton's book of household management in my sleep.
It was an interesting offer, but I couldn't think of any situation where I'd need that, short of terminal insomnia.
And she's like the ultimate cliche.
You must know Bellemore Manor quite well.
Like the back of my hand. Built between 1885 and 1888 in a mixture of antebellum and Victorian styles, and designed by the Bellemore brothers themselves. Until, of course, they disappeared after living here only a year.
Why did they decide to build it on Devil's Rock?
Well, the island is exceptionally well placed for trade between the United States, Europe, and the Caribbean. When the Bellemore brothers were looking to relocate, it was Mr. Rackham who recommended Devil's Rock. It's just a pity about the name.
You speak very highly of Mr. Rackham.
The Bellemore brothers may have had expertise in exploration, innovation, and public relations, but it was Mr. Rackham that pulled those three threads together into the beautiful business tapestry that benefits us all.
I'm getting Frau Blücher vibes from her.
Do you know anything about the treasure of Bellemore Manor?
The stuff of whimsy. The Bellemore family had their capital invested in stocks and bonds, not hoarded in a heap like some fairy tale dragon. And don't even think about snooping around the house looking for anything, or I shall have you removed from the premises.
You promise?
If anyone would know of a secret treasure hidden in this house, it would be me.
Thank you for your help.
Goodbye.
Well, we have tons of roadblocks, both supernatural and on 2 legs. Ghostly legs though they are. Alright guys, well, we have our brief. We filled the gris-gris and now... Oh, do we still have all of our stuff? We do. Interesting. Alright, well we got a house to explore, and we will do that in the next episode. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.